So, when is your next interview? An interview, of course, can be for a promotion or a different position. It can also be meeting someone for the first time socially or professionally. It could even be a date. But when we're interviewing, it's two entities coming together, typically the interviewee and the interviewer or interviewers, which may be a committee. Artificial intelligence can help you significantly improve the likelihood of success on your next interview. Regardless of your demographic, regardless of the purpose of the interview, there's a lot that we can learn that will enhance our ability to go to the next level in our interviewing skills. Let's watch the video and see what we can learn. How can AI help make our interviews more effective? Suppose you have an interview coming up. Let's say it's a new customer or a prospect, or it's for a promotion or for a different job. Can AI help you make that interview even more effective? Well, first of all, learn the basic interviewing skills. They're available on YouTube and other training courses. We're going to look at only how AI could help you with the interview, not how to make an interview, not the basics. There are three elements to an interview. One is preparation, the second is the interview itself, and finally, the assessment. And too many people overlook the value of the assessment. Whether you were nominated for this interview or self-selected, always include others in the process. Every successful interview that I did as I moved up the corporate ladder in what was then the largest corporation in the world, I included a lot of people, role play, advice, and counseling. I would meet with different people and we would talk about the interview and who the interviewer was and what the purpose was. So we looked at preparation. First of all, when you're going into an interview, do you understand the organization behind the interviewer? The interviewing person or committee is representing an organization that has a goal, that has something they want to achieve, so you need to understand the organization. Go to AI. And you could ask AI, what are the current objectives of this company and what obstacles may prevent them from achieving those objectives? Now, as an aside, if you're using an AI engine to get this information, that engine must have internet access. Some do and some don't. You're looking for current information, and you want to make sure what you have is the latest and the greatest. And you want to understand their industry. So you could ask AI, what are the major issues for this company's industry? And then for the individual, if you know the individual, you can look on LinkedIn and other social media. But more importantly, look at the job title that person has or their position and ask AI, what does that person do? What does someone in that position do? What problems do they face? What expectations do they have? You want to know the interviewers. There are two entities in any interview. One, of course, is the interviewer or interviewers, sometimes it's a committee, and the individual. Here's the Chuckism that applies. The person at the table who knows the most about the other person's business wins. The person at the table who knows the most about the other person wins. That's Chuckism number 5. How much can you know about the person sitting across the table before you go into the interview? So we have an interviewer or interviewers and the candidate. For the interviewer, why are they there? What is their desired outcome? They're representing some kind of an organization, typically a corporation. They also have a personal outcome that they would like to achieve. Then if they have the sales professional's mindset, they're thinking about their customers. And as they look at you, the person who is being interviewed, they're wondering, are you the best candidate for our company? Are you the best candidate for me? And are you good for our customers? Then, what problems do they have? What are they trying to accomplish? The purpose of this interview, they're looking for someone who can help them accomplish something they have not been able to accomplish before, or someone who can help them accomplish that even better. They haven't been doing it well enough. And try to understand what value you bring to them. So our first focus is on the interviewer or the committee. Then look at yourself. What is your desired outcome? Professionally, what do you want to achieve? Personally, what do you want to accomplish? And will you feel fulfilled? Is there a level of fulfillment? This is a feeling. If you achieve what your desired outcome is in this interview. What we're looking at, do these two things line up? Do these two line up? Are you right for them, and are they right for you? Then what solution can you offer based on your capabilities, based on your differentiation? What sets you apart? What makes you different? Maybe you have quality and efficiency. And then, what is your value to yourself? That's right, your value to yourself. You're not only interviewing for them, you're interviewing for yourself. And then we looked at the interview itself. We got the preparation done. Use AI to create a checklist and make it your own. When you're sitting in front of the interviewer, we have it on the computer screen. You're sitting there, you're facing the interviewer. It's going to be very easy to become distracted. We're going to forget things. In fact, us sales professionals have a saying. Every time we make a sales call, we make 3. The one we planned, the one we executed, and the one we wish we had done when the call is over. So to avoid that, have a checklist. Something like, what are the 10 most important questions I should ask when interviewing for whatever your goal is in that industry and in that company. You want to focus on what's valuable for them, but what do you need to ask to ascertain that, to know what's valuable? Then the assessment is what happens after the interview. Yes, if they're a committee, they're going to get together. They're going to rate you and all the other candidates. If it's one individual, they're going to rate you and all the other candidates, all the other people they are considering, as well as asking other people's opinion. This is called the post-interview influence that you can have. What questions did you not ask? What questions did you come away with? And how can you send them to the interviewer in a professional manner? Well, you have some options. One is you can have a leave behind, but they probably already have your resume and have the research they've done about you online, so I don't really like that one. But what about some follow-up? Is there something you can send them? You should always send a thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for considering me. And maybe you add some insights that you had about their organization. Template it so that you can have it ready immediately after the interview. It's pretty much done, but you may change a few things about it before you send it. Maybe it's an email, maybe it's a letter. And then, does it include interaction? You can actually engage the interviewer after the interview by using interaction, like interactive PDFs or interactive video. The technology is out there. You can do this. Just keep it short. Make it short, sweet, and important. Here's some do's and don'ts. First of all, don't be yourself. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, just go in there and be yourself. I disagree. Be your best self. Take nothing for granted. Go in and put on your best self, the best person you know that you can be. The first major promotion I earned at AT&T, the interviews were held. We had to go through a battery of interviews, about 12 different people, and it was done in a hotel, and I was stuck in a hotel sleeping room, and the chairs were set up, but between the interviews, I would look in the mirror, and I would talk to myself, you can do this, you can make this happen. Don't wing it. Don't wing anything about the interview. Manage it. And if you've done your AI studies and you've done your research, you know how to manage it. Don't gush. No matter how impressed you are with them and their organization, show appreciation, show genuine appreciation, and show specific appreciation. Don't presume anything. Explore everything. And don't stress all of your abilities. They don't need to know everything you're capable of doing. Focus on the applicable abilities that you bring to the table that will best benefit them. Remember, the person at the table who knows the most about the other person wins.